You know, it's a question probably a lot of people ponder and often think about. Why do a lot of the so-called researchers in the Bigfoot community make blunt claims and statements, but there's nothing to back them up that's solid? There's no evidence whatsoever. When someone says, all right, I'm going to throw something out for example, because there was a debate on one of my podcast shows the other night, and the debate was between two individuals on the panel. It was a very healthy debate. A researcher was being questioned. The one researcher was making or stating claims, stating self-proclaimed facts. But the other individual was questioning them and making statements back to them, asking them, how do you know? How do you know? You don't know. You don't know. These were statements that were being thrown back, fired back at the researcher. And I hope the researcher did not take offense, but yet use that as education, use that as a learning tool to better yet question his own claims. I mean, we need to start being a little bit more objective in the Bigfoot community. You don't go making claims unless there's absolute, solid, undeniable evidence and proof that no one can deny. I mean, there's a lot of contradiction in the Bigfoot community with a lot of certain individuals throwing stuff out there because they don't have their stories together. They do not have their research together. They have not done proper research. There's a lot of half-ass research involved in the Bigfoot community. Because a lot of these so-called researchers are not real researchers. Now, if you've done research and you have found the right details and educated research to back up what you're stating, then that's real. But then again, you got to look around, turn the pages. Because of what you might have to uphold your belief in theory might make sense to many. There's still, logically, there's still not that solid proof that's what it is. Because there's a piece of the puzzle that we're missing altogether. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. How about you question me later on this? Am I an expert? No. By no means. You got to know when to leave things alone. Stop trying to sound like the perfect expert. That's because there is none. You can say you're not an expert, but you're trying to put yourself out there as an expert because you're trying to say you know everything when you don't know. You're trying to sound like you know everything. I don't care if you have 20, 100 years. I don't care if you have 100 years in the Bigfoot community as a researcher. There's a lot you don't know. You know, Nikki made some good points yesterday. I'm proud of her. We need more of that in the community. I've had it often to me. It's got me thinking. You know, I like to fancy the idea of certain theories. You know, I like to give some theories a benefit of the doubt of possibly being a fact. But we can't state or believe they are facts because there's no proof to uphold them. There's no evidence to uphold them. There's no scientific research. There's no data to uphold the theories and fact, you know, that we claim as fact. Because in the whole Bigfoot world, there is no fact. There's one fact that we could clearly state in the Bigfoot community, and not everyone's going to accept it. And that fact is Bigfoot does exist. Bigfoot is real. But there's questions behind that. What is he? Etc. So think about it. Take your time, make your own conclusions. If you're going to judge somebody, judge them after asking them and questioning them. Where do they get the proof of this? Why are they stating these facts that they're calling facts when they're not facts? It's bullshit. If they don't have nothing to back up what they're saying, then leave them alone. They're a lost cause because they're stubborn and hard-headed, full of pride, and don't want to find the proof and evidence to back up what they're stating. Does this make any sense? Thank you. Think about what I said.